Hello, hello. I know. Listen, your eyes are not deceiving you. It's me. It's your girl Beanie. I'm here and I'm fired up. So bear with me. Let me take off these glasses. And just to give you, oh my God, I look crazy. Okay, listen, we can't worry about it. It's Sunday. I'm in my jammies. I was just sitting there to do my work because I do work on Sundays. I do like my invoicing and my scheduling and what have you. Fourth one since September. It just happened. Yeah. I didn't swallow it this time, so that's a plus. So anyways, and I know I always say this, but okay, first let's do housekeeping. New subscribers, hi, my name is Beanie. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. This is a channel where we talk about the fact that I'm fat, I have anxiety, I have depression, and I have a pair of shit dentures from Aspen Dental. Yeah, that's about it in a nutshell. And I'm on fire right now because this just happened. And so my anxiety is a little bit ramped up right now. I've been meaning to make a video, and this is the truth. I've been meaning to make a video to talk about this hot mess express that I had. That was the most recent one that got fixed. And it's a shit tooth. You can see the difference in the gums. There's a difference in the shape and how far one comes down versus the other, which I knew that was going to happen, like Franken teeth. I had an overall bad experience. I did go back to the original Aspen office, but that's because remember my car tire had to get fixed. I had a young man who's the new office manager speak very disrespectfully to me. And it was probably because he looked at my customer folder and just saw that I've had problems with them in the past. And he immediately just came on the phone with me with an attitude, very rude, very condescending, very disrespectful. And yeah, it was not a good experience. I was not offered the opportunity to be seen by a dentist. Remember, when the second tooth broke, the young lady said, well, maybe we'll have the dentist look at you because maybe there's something off with the bite and how you're chewing is putting pressure on those teeth, and that's why they're coming loose. I was not afforded that opportunity with the second tooth, and I was not afforded that opportunity with the third tooth. I did bring it up, both on the phone and when I dropped off the teeth, and not when I picked them up, but when I was on the phone and when I dropped off the teeth. And I was not afforded the opportunity of being seen by a dentist. I would think 3 teeth in 3 months coming off of a denture would warrant further exploration, but it was not. I picked up my teeth the following day because they waited until 15 minutes before closing to let me know that the teeth were ready. And I said, well, I live 45 minutes away. I can't pick them up. I'll have to get them tomorrow. And when I went to pick them up, they were just sitting in a Ziploc bag. I had no communication with anybody, and they really did not want to interact with me. It was a really poor customer experience. Actually, I even had to say to the young man, I said, you know, you sound young, and I'm not knocking you for that, but I also get the impression that you don't have a lot of experience dealing with people, and in the position of being the office manager, you have to have a bit of not only sympathy, but empathy, particularly with people that are dealing with medical issues. And for someone who's had 3 teeth pop off in 3 months, I don't really care for the tone that you're taking with me. So if you just don't want me to come to your office, because that's the impression I'm getting, I just need you to say that so then I can go and ask another office to take care of me and then be able to explain to your corporate office why I need to go to a different office. So it was a whole big thing, and I really tried to keep it together because when you have anxiety, so that's one thing y'all have to kind of keep in mind. When someone has anxiety, and you've had a bad experience with something, it's almost like a PTSD loop. Like your brain holds on to that negative feeling, and then you just avoid it. So like, I just really want to avoid that office. I don't want to deal with them. They are not customer centric at all. Okay. So jump to today. I'm sitting down, getting ready to do my Sunday work. And you might see a bunch of stuff behind me, and that is because I'm packing. I'm cleaning out my house and I'm packing because that's what I've been doing for the last few months. The last few months I've been house shopping, and now I'm at the point where I need to start really like getting rid of stuff because I don't want to take everything to my new home. And I've been in this house for 10 years, the sinking house, and I have accumulated a lot of shit. For one lady, I have a lot of stuff. It's a 3-bedroom house. So, you know, it's full of crafts, and I have a lot of like shampoos and body washes, like way too much for one person. I don't know. But anyways, that's the junk that you see behind me. So like I was working on packing stuff and like sorting stuff. But I felt like something was off with my mouth, right? It just felt like my lips weren't resting right. And I'm like, well, I got to start working now because it's almost, 3 o'clock, and I got to do X amount of stuff, and then I got to do other chores. And normally Sundays and Mondays are, sort of busy for me. And since I've been busting blocks and like literally driving hours to look at houses several times a week, I've just, I'm exhausted and I don't have a lot of time for the things that I normally do. It's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, my mouth just doesn't feel right or whatever. But I'm like, whatever. And I go to make myself one of these, because I know that's the first thing that's going to come out of this little smart mouths from Aspen. What were you eating? I'm sorry, I'm looking at I'm using my personal phone, and my realtor keeps sending me stuff. So I was eating this. You guys know what these are, these Jamaican beef patties. So I nuke them, and I nuke them in the bag so they're soft. And I don't eat the crust that goes, like the crust part that they crimp. I don't ever eat that. I just really like the filling. That's what I eat. So I'm eating my thing, getting ready to do my schedule. And lo and behold, out this came. Thank God I didn't swallow it this time. Yeah. I'm really trying to reel it in because like I have to work, right? So like now with my ADD brain and my anxious brain, I'm going to be so distracted with this, and I should be working on my work. And then I was like, oh man, I'm going to do a video just because I need like a video record of when this stuff happens. I'm so frustrated. So I've already placed a call to the Aspen office where Bob is, just to let them know that, again, so you can see, I should take him out so you can see that this tooth sits longer than this tooth, which I knew that was going to happen. Every time one of these teeth pop out and they pop another different tooth in, it's not going to sit right. It looks crazy. And it does look crazy. Like this tooth is shorter than this tooth. This tooth comes out to the side now, versus this one is more like angularly cut. And because I have Franken teeth. So a couple of things. I want like a result. Like this is not normal to have 4 teeth in 5 months come out. It's just not normal. And it's not me doing, like, listen to me. I don't want to hear anybody at Aspen Dental say, well, you're just not happy with your teeth and you're creating these issues so we can remake your teeth. Do you really think I want you to remake my teeth? You didn't make them right the first time. Clearly, you have not made them right the first time. And if I was going to clearly push that issue after the permanents were first made, why would I have waited 1.5 years? Like, do you think I'm that intelligent or that calculating where I said, listen, let me just sit on this. Let me sit on this for 1.5 years and then go for it and get my teeth remade. No, bitch, I just don't even want to deal with you. And if that was really on my agenda, because you got to remember, the first 2 teeth broke before the new year. No, the first 3 teeth broke before the new year. But I had to put in, my insurance had to be turned in by November. So come November, I had the option of adding dental back in, and I almost did it. I almost added the dental back in, and I said, you don't need to add dental back in, Beanie, because the teeth you have are under warranty, so there's no reason to add the dental back in. And now I'm so disgusted that I didn't, because if if all Aspen is going to do is continue to franken-glue these teeth back in for the next 7 years and not address the issue, like, it is not normal. I have a girlfriend that I work with who also has dentures, who literally, well, she got hers done at Affordable Dentures. Like, I have seen this chick eat ribs and like suck the marrow, you know, like when you pull on it. Like, I've seen this broad hamming down on food, and she's never had a broken tooth. I've had a sandwich. I've had a piece of chicken. I've had a Jamaican style beef patty, and my teeth are just popping off. It's not normal. It's not wear and tear. This is not typical. And I don't care what anybody at Aspen says. This is a defect in the product. It absolutely is. And believe me, I've had such a bad purchase customer service experience wise. Other than the original dentist that I had who left, and we all know why, obviously. There is nobody that works in this particular Aspen office that was there from the time I started other than Bob. Every other face in there, I don't recognize. And until now, I have not disclosed this place's location, because I do know that, you know, sometimes people will jump in and start making phone calls or making Google reviews that are, you know, hateful because of the experiences that other people have. I try not to encourage that. Listen, if you want to call customer service and say, hey, listen, check out this girl's YouTube videos. She makes a video every time that there's an issue with the Aspen teeth. You guys should intervene. Hey, more power to you. I'm probably going to have to call them myself. But remember, I've had a conversation with them the first time when you could see through the gums. And you could clearly see that they were dentures. Like, there was nothing realistic. Nothing about the top dentures mirrored what they showed on their website to be the product you should expect from the Comfilytes. And that experience with customer service was an absolute flop. The only thing that they did was call that district manager. That district manager only showed up for the initial visit. And then I think her name was Danielle, and she promised to, you know, try to hook me up with a different Aspen to get them done over. And she did none of that. She actually ghosted me, never did any follow-ups to the phone calls I made to her. So even in terms of dealing with corporate, I am apprehensive to do so because they are not a customer-centric corporate office. So the branches of Aspen Dental, they're franchises, just like you go to a franchise of any business, a McDonald's or what have you. Normally, you can go to the corporate entity for intervention, and you can typically get satisfaction, in my experience, if you've ever had to deal with a corporate office. That is not the case with Aspen Dental, and I just already know going into this, I'm already forecasting in my brain that this is going to be a shit show. They're going to just tell me, bring the teeth back to the same shitty place who does the same shitty job so I can have another tooth that doesn't match the rest of my dentures. Like, so everything looks out of place and cattywampus, instead of saying, you know what, this is not typical. We should remake them just on the purpose of, we want to be known for turning out a quality product. Okay, now, in that same tone, I have received several comments from a very small fraction of viewers who say, I've had my dentures done at Aspen. They were great. They look great. My office is great. I'm glad for you. I'm a little bit of a hater about it because I didn't have that experience, but I'm happy you did. But just know you are a very small percentage of the population that has gone to Aspen who has had a good experience. Now, we all know in the customer service industry, people are more apt to voice their complaints than they are praises. I don't work that way because I work in a very customer-centric business. So I do understand the importance of praise as well as providing, you know, unhappy experience feedback. I work both sides of that. If you just Google the local Aspen in your area, the reviews are not going to be just about dentures, but just general procedures, about bridges, about getting a tooth extraction, so on and so forth. And I would say on average, 10% of those reviews are going to be positive and 90% of those are going to be negative. That's just it. And those are just the people who go ahead and decide it's worth it for them to voice their opinion. And then you think about the percentage of people that sometimes get so upset that they don't voice their opinion at all because the whole situation was such a shit show, but they don't get involved with providing feedback on a public forum. I just can't imagine that this is not going to stop. They just keep popping off. They keep popping off. Like, I wasn't sitting down here today saying, it'd be fun because you've got all this other stuff going on, inspections, structural engineers, packing 10 years worth of shit. It would be great. Let me add to my stressors. It would be great if a tooth came off. Yeah, like that would make my day. That's not the way that I roll. And I was even thinking, I was like, oh man, I was thinking about getting like a backup pair, like through one of like the online, there's Russell Klein and there's a couple of different ones that you guys had mentioned. And I said, maybe if I, go ahead and do one of those and then do a review of them. Because, none of them are throwing your girl Beanie any freebie teeth to do a review. Anyways, that's it. That's what's going on right now. So right now I have to work. I can't even put in my fake teeth, like my other backup teeth, because they don't even fit me properly anymore. Like the grooves are not, they don't match up with my current structure of my mouth. So I can't even wear my backup teeth. So I'm going to be sitting here distracted by the fact that I can see this, that I can feel it when my mouth covers. The whole thing's a mess. Yeah. I should take these off so you can see this one it doesn't sit right. See how that one's nice right there? And then this one sits weird. It's not even that one that came out. Even the gum lines on them are different now. I don't know. I would prefer to even go to the Aspen closest to me. I don't know how they are. They're probably garbage too. I don't know. And then some of you guys have mentioned also about, like your Aspens have the digital dentures and blah, blah, blah. Okay, just know that is not a nationwide thing. Not all branches of Aspen Dental have digital dentures. Not all branches of Aspen have a oral surgeon on site to do like extractions and extraction work. A large majority of them do send you out to get that done. So like when I had my extractions done, they were done under general anesthesia, just Novocaine, because I was not going to go pay an oral surgeon to have them taken out. So again, I'm pleased for those of you that have had good experiences. You are the minority and are blessed to have had a good experience and good teeth. It's Vaseline. It's Vaseline that I'm putting on. Most of us have not. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, the amount of emails that I still get. And you guys know you can email me, beanieunscripted@gmail.com. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. But anyways, just wanted to let you know that it's a Sunday shit show for your girl Beanie. And yeah, I'll let you guys know what happens. Probably tomorrow, especially if it's bad. Well, I don't know, because I got to do reports tomorrow. Anyways, I'll keep you posted on tooth number 4. And if you're inclined to reach out to customer service at their 800 number, I'm not going to say no to that. You want to support your girl Beanie? Voice your discontentment with the the status of my dentures. Maybe that'll get, someone to say, hey, let's just remake these tops. Because listen, y'all, none of my bottoms broke loose. None of my bottoms have broken loose. And my bottoms were also not where my gums were see-through. So I'm telling you, it's however Bob placed these teeth that I could see the whole tooth through the gum was thin as it was. One of you guys also mentioned something about that he didn't prep or clean something properly before placing the teeth in. I don't know. Listen, I'm not a dentist. I'm not an amateur denturist. I have no desire to become an amateur denturist. That's what I paid money for. It's a shit show. Anyhow, I hope each and every one of you is well. I do intend to want to make myself more visible, and especially since when I start having to work on my new house, because it's a turd. You got to remember, I'm by myself. I got a single person's income. Prices of houses are not all that, you guys. Even in the low price range, they're all turds. They're houses that 5 years ago would have been like $70,000 or $80,000 houses here in the South. Unfortunately, the area that I live in, people are smoking the crack and selling these little dumps for $150,000, $180,000, and they're garbage. So my intention was, when I start working on my new, my new digs, once it's all finalized, and I was going to start, making myself more visible so you can see what a hot mess that is with this middle-aged lady trying to do some work on a house. I'm trying to be like those fancy YouTubers. No, I'm not. I'm never going to change. I am who I am. Oh, you guys, somebody in the comments said that I was arrogant or full of myself. I don't remember what it was. I don't know. I was like, are you talking about me? I'm arrogant and full of myself? You crazy. You didn't watch the right video. Anyhow, let me go. I got to work now. I hope each and every one of you is well. Please take care of yourselves. Please take care of your health. Please take care of your mental health, because that is just as important as the physical health, which I got to tell you guys what's been going on with me with that too. But we're not going to do that today. I got to work now. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.